Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. I hope everyone is still recovering, doing okay after that dramatic ending to that World Cup playoff. I certainly wasn't doing okay after it. I was literally crying my eyes out. But yes, so another update today on the situation with regards to the Algeria-Cameroon match. Obviously still gutted that we went out in the last 10 seconds. You know, being 10 seconds from a World Cup is heartbreaking. So what are we going to do about it? Well, interesting day of Algerian football today, off the pitch that is. Lots of rumours. It's obviously very difficult in times like this with social media and rumours. But what we can concretely say that is 100% true is that the FAF, the Federation of Algerian Football, have officially lodged a complaint. They've lodged a complaint and they released a statement today saying that complaint has gone to FIFA. So this is the official statement released by the Federation of Algerian Football. The FAF have lodged an appeal with FIFA against the scandalous arbitration which distorted the result of the Algeria versus Cameroon match played on March 29th in Blida. And the FAF is determined to use all legally permitted means to have its rights restored and to replay the match under conditions guaranteeing the honesty and partiality of arbitration. The FAF also requests the opening of an investigation by FIFA on the refereeing of the match, so that the Football Federation, our Football Federation, have done their part. Mainly, I think, due to the pressure from the fans, with over 1 million people using the hashtag to replay the game. So the appeal is in. It's in. Now, that's one step. Of course, the main step is whether or not FIFA accept or reject the appeal. Now, we're pushing what looks like a rematch, not a reinstatement, not to put Algeria through instead. It would have to be a rematch. And this would have to be a one-off game in Doha in the summer, probably in June. So both legs would have to be null and void, and we'd have to play a one-legged game in Doha to decide the winner in a neutral venue, of course, in the country where the World Cup is now. People panicking because they're saying the World Cup group stage draw is around the corner, we haven't got enough time. The draw being soon, on the 1st of April, means nothing. Like, you can still get reinstated, taken out. It's happened loads of times in tournaments. Particularly this draw, 3 of the teams in this draw have not even been confirmed yet. Obviously, you've got the Ukraine, Scotland, Wales spot, you've got the Costa Rica, New Zealand spot, and you've got there's the other one, I think it's Peru or something. So there's 3 spots not actually confirmed yet. So the fact that the draw's happening doesn't really change anything. That doesn't affect the situation. You know, football's football. Now we have to consider, do we have a case? It's all well and good. I'm sure teams all the time have made complaints after losing. Do we have a case? So FIFA, what they should do is they'll receive the report and they'll investigate. Now what they'll do is they'll speak to the officials. Now of course Gassama will say he made all his decisions fairly. The key element here is those 2 VAR German officials. Those are our hope. If they told Gassama to let Slimani's goal stand, and if you look in the bottom left of the TV screen on the FIFA channel, you will see that it did say goal review goal. Which assumed VAR said give the goal and Gassama disallowed it. Now if they say, if there's any discrepancies there, that Gassama went against their word despite being told after looking at the video replay, then we have a chance. And the other one is the Choupo-Moting goal where there's a push on Mandy into Mbulhi. If the VAR said disallow it and Gassama didn't, then there's a case. But Gassama didn't even check VAR for that one. So if he ignored the calls to check it, then we have a case. Otherwise, in terms of corruption and, you know, payments, like, you have to prove it, don't you? You have to prove it. It's obviously very difficult to prove. So our main hope is on the VAR officials speaking out and saying that Gassama went against their orders for whatever reason. That's the leg to stand on in terms of a replay. The likelihood of a replay, I have to be honest, is slim, but you have to try. There's no harm in trying. So we have to wait and see what happens with that one. Now, all sorts has happened today. We've had Amara, the FA president, resign. The whole lot is going to resign. We've had Belmadi reportedly going to stay. Now, Belmadi was going to leave. He literally said, if we don't qualify, I'm gone. He said it himself. And I think the FA leaving is the reason why Belmadi would stay, with a new organisation behind him, with the right framework. That's what would keep Belmadi. So we haven't got a game for a long time. So like, that situation can also dramatically change at any point. We've also seen the CAF YouTube channel take down the highlights of our game, edit them to take out the referee mistakes, and then re-upload it today. Mind-blowing, really, just astonishing. And there's some pictures floating around of Eto'o and Gassama meeting. Again, the chances are, in Paris or in Algiers, they probably did stay in the same hotel. Like, I think you can prove that Eto'o and Gassama stayed in the same hotel, but you can't prove that any dodgy business happened. So, ultimately, it comes down to evidence, and you've got to trust Allah, really, and that's what I have to say. If we have the appeal rejected for whatever reason, we weren't meant to go to this World Cup. For whatever reason, something bad might happen. There's all sorts of bad press about it, and there is an AFCON next year, so you know it's not the end of the world. But I'm glad the FA have put the appeal in. We have a voice. Our voice has been heard. That's why I'm making these videos. You guys, I'm sure, the Algerians, want this game replayed. I want it replayed. We have to try. There's no harm in trying. And this is why we'll keep talking about it, and we'll fight till the very end. And if we don't get it replayed, then inshallah we'll bounce back for the next AFCON qualification campaign, which we're going to be in pot 1 for. So that's good. But yeah, unfortunately Algeria won't be in that World Cup draw. I was really looking forward to seeing, you know, who we might have got 10 seconds from the tournament. But I've been doing a lot of thinking about this game all night because I can't sleep, and I've been thinking, if you've got 5 at the back to defend 1 free kick to go to the World Cup, you should be defending better, you know? Like, we have to blame ourselves as well a little bit. We should have defended that free kick. Cameroon, we knew Cameroon would throw everyone forward. They had nothing to lose. Their first shot in extra time when they scored it. We had to just defend a set piece. I think we were still half celebrating that goal, and just a weird ending to the game. But yeah, honestly guys, stay safe. Whatever you're doing, have a great time, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.